go through the doorway without a problem. But if you know, we'll have this going for a little while, but not forever. Hey there, internets, how's it going? Ooh, yeah, I hope he brings you a hot fudge sundae very soon, Lynette. That's awesome. Hey there, Chief Leaf. Always good to see you. Welcome, welcome. So we're having a month beginning party. Got some friends here. We'll see who's willing to be on camera. If not, you'll hear some voices. And we'll talk about how April went. We'll talk about what's going to happen in March. In May? No, March is long gone. I'm like either way behind or way ahead. I don't know which. But we kind of finished off my Weller 12 year, so this is going to turn into an infinity bottle. So we're gonna do that as I get bottles down low, and we'll see. Yeah, we have quite a few guests here, but they don't have to come on the camera. Ooh, good job, Lynette. Glad your Sunday showed up. All right, so as you can see, I've tried to do some slight organizing. So I've organized the tiniest part of this office showroom. So there's plenty of work to do here. As you see, the only thing on the to-do list is clean. So I need to remember to do a little bit of that every day because this place is pretty atrocious. All right, so in April, let me look at my notes. Let's see what happened in April. Feel free to let me know how your Monday is, how your... Cool, thanks, Chief Lee, of course. All right, so let's see what happened in April. Of course, I actually went on a vacation, so that was fun, and I got to meet a whole bunch of lovely people from the Carney crew down in Orlando, so that was fun. All right, so what kind of things did we get done in all right, so we started a kitchen. So that kitchen's not done. Hey there, Philip. Sorry you couldn't be here. There will have more of these. You'll be on one of these, Philip. Oh yeah. Oh cool. Good, Chief Leaf. I'm glad Monday's going good for you now. All right, so what did we do? So we had early in the month we had a refacing go on. I didn't do any of that. Well, I didn't do any of the refacing work. I did some prep work for it, but that was fun. Made about $800 just for. Well, I made $300 for some work, and then I made $800 just for connecting a customer. So that's always a neat thing. All right, let's see what else we got. Okay, I had a job in Avon Lake. That was the shiplap fireplace that I did. That was a really nice job, and a walk-in pantry. I'll have a video hopefully later this week with the pantry and the shiplap, a little more in depth than I think I did a short of the shiplap, but we'll do that. Let's see here. What else did I do? So, got this much closer finishing that one bathroom in Richmond Heights for that poor man. We're so close, but that project will come up again probably in the fall. We're actually going to uninstall the glass walls for the shower because it was a curbless shower. It was my first curbless shower. The customer knew that. But it didn't work out the way we hit. It was a bad combination of glass walls and penny tile, and I leveled things, but I didn't level things, and so we're probably going to take out the glass walls, put in a granite curb, and then put the glass wall back in. But that's a project for later. He's cool with redoing it. I'm obviously going to give him a deal since it wasn't his fault. But that's for future. But that shower, is basically functional. I'll get some good pictures of it sometime and post it on there. What else? Got a little bit of work done at my mom's house. That was nice. And then, of course, a big part of the month was working on the purse store in Columbus. So the grand opening of that is this Friday. I've got maybe an hour's worth of work to do there. So I'm actually, on Friday, I'm going to drive down early to Columbus, finish up that little bit of work before they open for the day. And then they have a little opening party from 5 to 9. We'll probably only stay till 8 because we have things we got to do on Saturday. But I'll be able to give you some nice shots of the finished work. We'll take a few shots from the grand opening party, so that way you guys get to see some of the fun going on. And then very likely, it's not 100%, but very likely we'll be going down to Texas to do a purse store down there for this company. So that's super neat for us to do. All right, so that was most of it. So we had a kitchen, we had the fireplace, we had almost finished that shower. Got to go to Disney. That was super good. This week's been kind of trying to hit like little things, little countertops, trying to clean the shop a little bit, which it's really horrible right now. I really got to focus in on that. All right, so that was that. So let's talk about May then. So, and can you hear me over these guys? These guys are loud. All right, so with May, so what I did is I got 2 calendars drawn up now on my dry erase board with my super cool, obvious artistic logo. That's why I had someone else do the logo for me, because that's what you get when Izzo draws something. Oh, good. So what I did is I just put the goals for the month on. So our goals, and just not everyone wants to be on the internet. I don't care if I'm on the internet, but not everyone wants to be on the internet. So I have customers' initials instead of names. So VI, that's a kitchen. I can't remember who BS is. Oh, BS, that's another customer. I did a kitchen last year for him. And he just wants a small deck built, and like very small deck, and just some odds and handyman stuff around his house. But he's been waiting a while, so I put him on the goals for the month. DN, that's the shower guy in Richmond Heights. He's got some other work around the house that we're gonna try to do. So LB, that's a cabinet and that I've been dying on. The countertop's been a little rough because I've been doing a epoxy pour, and I'm real close to having it done. I think one more pour, and that thing will be in shape where I'll feel good about giving it to the customer. GM, who's GM? GM's a mantle, another one of my blocky mantles I'm going to make, and some trim for a window. Not a big job there. KM, wow, I'm like forgetting who these people are. Who's KM? Who's KM? KM. Oh, that's the Avon Lake job. So that's just hanging a cabinet. So there's a lot of little stuff in May, but that's okay. Because as I get these little things done, we got a kitchen for B&L that we're gonna do, and that kitchen, that's a laminate countertop. We're gonna repaint the cabinets, repaint the doors, maybe a little flooring repair. So it's not a huge job. Yeah, KM is Magic Kingdom backwards. That's funny. And then what else? So I got the honeydew list on here too. Now the honeydew list is not your traditional honeydew list. This list is actually for working on things for the estate that we take care of. So I got a fence to finish, and I got a pot filler to install. So that's the goal for May. This week's kind of like wacky anyway. So I didn't even fill anything in for this first week. I'll probably fill it in as I go. But those are the goal for May. In June, we'll see. In June, I'm sure. So if I could finish all these little jobs, and then in June finish the kitchen that I'm going to start, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. And then as long as I get the drawings done in June, I should be starting a basement. It's a rather large basement. I mean, it's going to be like a kitchenette, like a poker drinking bourbon area. It is a lot, Lynette. It's a lot of little stuff, thank goodness. So I'm hoping that I can just knock some of these things out. That would be nice. Like hopefully the next big project is just that B&L kitchen. And I might be able to even finish that kitchen because it's not that big a project. I may be able to finish that kitchen in May. We'll see. But yeah, so that's some of the stuff we got coming up. So I had an oil change this weekend, and asked my mechanic, "Hey there, Shelly, how you doing?" You're not late. You're just on time. You're like a wizard. But I just had my van oil changed, and I asked the mechanic his opinion of the van because I wanted to go ahead and just keep replacing whatever I got to replace to keep that thing going because vans are so expensive. And he's like, yeah, I don't know if you want to do that. He's like, you might want to start looking for whatever you buy next. So I got to think about that. But I mean, it's running fine right now. So I still might start taking care of some of the rust and some of the flooring issues and what else? And replace the build some shelving in there, like make it a little nice. Make it a little nice. I just might not go to the extent that I was originally gonna go with the repairs. Make sure that I just make it out of stuff that I got here. Make sure I'm not buying too much stuff on. So that's kind of fun. And then yeah, just constantly. So anyone coming in, like the big thing, the shop to-do list, it's got one item. We got to clean this darn shop. Nice. Hey, you know what? That works. You know, I don't know where I would go for an oil change. There's a guy my mechanic's right next door to the shop, so that makes life easy to be able to just drop it off here or leave it here. And
Phil and
Other than that, hey, I got no problem with Valorant. Shut up! What do you need, buddy?
Are you done talking?
We could be done talking.
Hey, chat. What's up?
Here's the Ruin.
How you doing?
Meet the Ruin.
Made it.
He made it. The Ruin's been on here before.
Yeah, I was famous once.
Peek a peek.
Yeah, it was a good time.
So what do you think of the Willow 12?
It's very good.
It's very
very
good.
smooth.
It's very smooth.
It has that nice bit of spiciness
Mm-hmm.
on it.
I
Very
agree.
good.
It's very good. Lynette says hi, the Ruin.
Hey, what's up?
What else? The Ruin's brother is here. Izzo's father-in-law is here. My buddy Danny Malloy. Alright, we
There's a
should...
fancy shirt I was wearing.
What do we got?
Special just for today.
I am a carpenter. That means I live in a crazy fantasy world with unrealistic expectations. Thank you for understanding. Wow. I may have to buy that shirt. Or incorporate it into my shirt somehow. That's funny.
Special.
Should we have a Makita DeWalt argument?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
What about it?
I don't know.
It's already done.
It's already done.
Milwaukee wins.
Oh! Milwaukee is pretty good, I gotta admit. And it's... Oh, hey, the Ruin's in the chat and the...
Oh, yeah.
What? He's both
Got
places.
the fan watching from home.
Oh, oh no! My big face, my mustache-less face is on his TV's at home. I'm so sorry to the Ruin's wife and child. It's hilarious. Oh, what else? Do I have any other news? I don't think I have any other news. Oh, that's right. Okay, so the last time the Ruin was on a live stream, that was when you guys got me to 100 subs. And we had a little contest, and 10 of you got merch. And it's Monday, and I haven't made the magnets, so I will start sending the merch out tomorrow. And then you'll get some magnets later in the future. In the future, after I clean the shop, I should probably clean the shop before I make magnets for the YouTube channel. But so let's start the race to 250 subs. So
half-hour surgery.
So here's the deal. So, if I can clean this showroom, if I can clean this showroom and build Izzo's Place bar here before I get to 250 subs, I win. If I can't get it done before 250 subs, then you guys win, and I got to give 25 more people merch. So, that's what we're going to do. It'll probably be drinks and hats and shirts again. He won the first time. Hello, the Ruined Son. I won't say his name online. I don't know if your wife cares, but my wife would kill me if I said your son's name online. But yeah. So it's a little race. It's like a race against myself. So tell your friends, tell your family. If you're enjoying this channel and you have special people in your life, and I'm meaning special in the way that you're thinking, if you have special people in your life that would enjoy this special person, go ahead and tell them to check me out and subscribe if they enjoy it. Chief, don't make a lot of fake accounts just to get me to 250, because I'll know. And but yeah, so if we get to 250 subs before I finish this showroom,
Chief guy loves you.
then 25 more people get merch. Oh, that's cool, Shelly. I appreciate that. I appreciate you spreading the word, and so that's our next little goal. So 250 is the next goal. That's what we'll do, and this time I'll buy the merch through my special people that may or may not be watching. We'll go that route this time. So here a fun little thing that I did. So these were just for the people here tonight, unfortunately, and I did little Izzo mini Karens. So these were the ones from the initial merch thing. So the mini Karen's just a little guy, but so we got some Izzo eyes. So I mean you've seen some of the stuff, the shirts, the hats. So I mean it'll all be similar to that. And eventually we can be weird and have, if people actually want to buy merch someday, that's fine. But like I'm not expecting it. I'm just doing this for fun. So that's the next race, the race to 250. All right, may I bust one of these something open? Can I bust open the redemption? All right, so we'll do a redemption. We'll do a taste. So this was recommended by a friend of a friend. So redemption bourbon.
Oh yeah. They'll come right up there diving and
Oh, speaking of Izzo's place, so Chief Leaf found something very neat. It was recommended to him on YouTube. There's a taco place in New Orleans or in Louisiana called Izzo's Illegal Tacos. So someday, gonna make a road trip down to Izzo's Illegal Tacos.
Let's go. Sounds like lots of fun.
and they had a lot of speckled trout.
Chief, how old are those videos online? Are they like 6-7 years old? I was worried that the place would be closed. The videos were so old. They're so cheesy. They're like pure 90s. Awesome videos. So one of our people brought the redemption to share. So this is apparently the favorite of a minor local celebrity that we know, and we've been making fun of him a little bit about it. But we'll try it and we'll see how it is. 11 years old? Yeah, that sounds about right. And then the Ruin brought some Blantons to share, so I can't wait to try that. Because an interesting thing with the Blantons, since it's single barrel, 2 different barrels could taste completely different, and I learned that the hard way. So I had 2 of them, and the first one that I tried was amazing, and I was so excited. And I kind of drank through it fast because I had a second bottle, so I wasn't worried about it. But I pop open the second bottle, it is not amazing. It is good, it's very good, it's worth $65, but it's not amazing like that first bottle. So somehow if you ever come across a bottle of Blanton's from barrel 2888, let me know, because I'm willing to pay up to $150 for that. You got your glass? Do you need a new glass?
No.
Okay, cool.
I had a brother the other day. He knows I fish a lot around here.
Okay, it's not got a real strong nose, but I've noticed that these little glasses are harder to get the nose for me. I should probably pour it into a bigger glass. You know, let's just do that. Pour it in a bigger glass.
I thank him for it.
So in my file cabinet, I now have 3 drawers. 3 drawers full of various alcohols. I have a collecting problem apparently at the moment, and 1 drawer full of taxes and paperwork. So it seems like the proper ratio. See, I can. Oh, okay, yeah. The little guys are fun for drinking stuff. They're not good for smelling stuff.
Yeah.
At least not for my nose.
So no nose came off that little one.
Right. But do you want a bigger glass?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm drinking the Weller, so
Oh, you're still on the Weller?
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, not the 12, but that's what T.O.B. brought.
Oh, cool. Okay, but yeah, feel free there. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about the distraction. That's true. Donkey Kong does not like the bottles as well as the barrels. Yeah, the Mario movie was great, and we saw it at the drive-in, so that was fun. So if you saw that short, you saw how I was dressed. So I went up to the concession stand for popcorn, and I'm like, "It's me! I want my popcorn!" And some of the customers were giving me the side eye, but the staff at least seemed to enjoy me.
They have an assembly line over there with people, flaying them and stuff like that.
Okay, see, that's got a much better nose than the bigger glass.
I grew up around where Gibble Beach was. Oh, okay. And they had a pier out there.
So I'm definitely getting, like, when I smell stuff, I get a lot of clove from a lot of different bourbons. Which is, I guess, what would clove be? Is that like, almost like a muted peppermint? I don't know. It's just what comes to mind. I think I might be wrong on that, but...
Yeah. But I just...
I think my palate's just off.
Well, and I'm not the best at this. Like, sometimes I come up with wacky things. Like, I once described the smoke from the mezcal like you burnt rubber. That seemed to be attractive to some in the audience that may have wanted to try mezcal and maybe don't anymore.
But you know what? As good as walleye is...
I'm getting like a vanilla. Like a spicy something. I've been calling it clove, so like a spicy something. I'm getting some vanilla in there.
I'm not a big fish eater, but I like birds.
So this has a 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% barley. So is that 100%? Did they do that right? Yeah, that's 100%. Okay. So the rye, so almost a quarter of it is rye. So that gives it a little bit of spice.
Goes that far, maybe vermilion. Between vermilion and that, the limit on purchase 10.
So yeah, I definitely get that like rye flavor, that rye spice.
We got some pretty big ones. Me and Fernando go out there.
It's very easy to drink. The proof on this is 88. So Redemption Bourbon. I don't know if you can find it near you.
Whiskey Island. It's an old Coast Guard station now. That's a sailboat.
I found the more I'm getting into this, even though I'm not good at it yet, I'll sit there and I'll smell a bourbon for a long time before I finally get around to trying it.
The neighbor took, he offered taking
Just
my dad out.
trying to get a different smell besides paint thinner.
He had a.
Maybe lacquer then?
Yeah.
That thing was made out of.
This will make your car
I
shine.
do kind of get
Rub it
like
on your car.
on the finish. I kind of get like a little hint of cherry, so that's kind of fun. Doesn't have a real huge hug, but I mean it's only 88 proof, so.
Because he had these little cheap.
So funny story. I started to do that.
Now, if I tell you,
I
just
started
drop
to
it,
do
drop it.
take a picture a day.
Game
Where's my
board. If I
app?
see the game board,
And,
just toss the rod and everything over.
Just remembering it was my worst part. So I ended up with 7 pictures, but let's see. How do I make a slideshow?
Right. We were out there.
Okay, generate slideshow.
Was fishing there, Whiskey Island.
All right, so I see the potential in that, and it could be pretty entertaining.
But I kept it in a basket, so if I got a bigger one, I'd pick a smaller one out.
All right, so let me wait till it starts, and then I'll show you.
Rangers came by and they were checking.
All right, so this didn't even like get too far into it, but yeah, the app lets you line your face up so that like the eyes and the mouth should all be the same. So like I said, this was just 7 pictures out of the day. Or out of the year. So I'm gonna try next year when mustache season starts again. I'm gonna try to do like a full try to get every day, have just a crazy thing. I should probably put the same shirt on every day too. I don't know, would that be cool or would it be neat to see? What do you guys think? Would it be neat to see the changing of the outfits?
You should take a picture of you so it looks like you're changing your shirt every time.
Okay, cool. We'll do that.
We gotta move on.
So it looks like you're
So
putting
far,
a new shirt on.
so far only me and Ruin have tried the Redemption. So what's your opinion on it?
TLB took some.
Oh, did he?
We were only 14.
So what does he think of the Redemption?
We were in Colorado. We were fly fishing.
TLB.
I don't know.
What's that?
What do you think of the Redemption? Do you like it? What would you like to try next, Danny?
I don't know, what's he drinking?
It's okay.
So we're-
it's smooth.
We're trying.
Yeah,
Kind
I'll
of,
try that.
unexcited.
I thought this was
Yeah, a
Wayne's
little bit.
World.
Party time! Excellent. So the Redemption is smooth. The Redemption's inoffensive.
Is what?
It's inoffensive.
Inoffensive?
Yeah. So
I've
it's
never
smooth.
heard
It doesn't
anything
taste
called
bad.
that.
It's not super exciting.
Bourbon is inoffensive.
Yeah. Well, it's like
Catching too much of the
well,
Redemption.
this is too inoffensive. It's like the Mr. Rogers of bourbon, but it's not
catching too
it's not
much
quite
off
there.
it because
Maybe it's the
I
Wiggles.
think
It's the Wiggles of bourbon. No. What else would it be?
Wiggles. It might be a bit too
Whoa.
low.
Oh, cool. Thanks,
Low in
Lynette.
the proof.
Let me see if it'll be my neighbor.
Yeah, that could be too. Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts on it too.
So anyways, we're fishing underneath the bridge. Right
Old
in
fishing
town.
story.
Brown juice.
I think, I'm not sure if it was
We
Boulder
got fishing
or-
stories in the background.
Might have been
We should have
This is
we should have belt
water.
we should have belt sander races next time. I'm gonna come up with some wacky construction games for next time. So hopefully this isn't too boring. Let me know if you want to see
Let's
something
joust
exciting.
with your swords.
We could joust with the sword.
It's a game. You guys got fishing license? Yeah, no, we don't need them. And he goes, well, how old are
It's
you?
not
I said,
bad to drink.
Yeah.
Right.
Just easy.
Yeah.
Maybe like
it's easy
like
drinking.
a summer.
I think it's like it's
Ooh, does this go in our lawnmower category?
Yeah, lawnmower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After, so
wouldn't spend more than $3.50 for a shot of this.
Yeah.
well, you
So we've decided. So the consensus is the Redemption is good, a little boring, It would be good on a hot summer day after you mowed the lawn. You get yourself a Corona and a Redemption, and that sounds like a great after lawnmower. It probably would make a nice cocktail too. Like mix it in with some stuff. We could make a new fashion. What you want? You want one?
I know
He asked us where we were.
this. This is your friends. Do you have friends?
I know at least Lynette is in Pennsylvania. Have you ever had Straub beer? It's one of our favorite little micro brews in St. Mary's, Pennsylvania. We go camping out near there. I don't know if you've gotten a chance to have it.
Like a 5-day or a 3-day.
Yeah, a lot
So-
of states have.
Yeah, I think I have a blended whiskey. Blended Irish whiskey is also one of our lawnmower whiskeys.
Well, in Florida.
So the Straub Brewery unfortunately doesn't have.
You have to have,
Okay, cool. I'll check it out,
they
Chief.
have a fresh water.
So the Straub Brewery no longer makes my favorite beer
Oh, okay.
that they made there. They actually they make lagers there. They're not really set up to make ales, although they have ales now. But I think they farm those out. But when the IPA craze happened, they started making
And just.
an IPL, an India Pale Lager. So they used all the same stuff. Oh, that's funny, Chief. They use all the same stuff that would be in an IPA, but since they make lagers, it's in a lager. And man, that was the smoothest, hoppiest thing. It was incredible. I miss it. Hey there, Amy. Welcome in. Who's texting me? Let's see if it's important. Oh, someone wants an Izzo hat. All right. Well, the person that asked has been very kind to me over the last few years, as far as work goes. So maybe I'll have to do that. Maybe I'll have to do that.
When you get a certain age, can't you buy like a lifetime fishing license or something like that?
What were we talking about?
I thought so.
Straps.
We were talking about Straubs briefly. IPLs.
I think
That's all, I guess.
You're up there, Dan. You can get it.
How's your Monday, Amy?
Well, it wasn't
I'm
last,
probably there too.
I wasn't 2 years ago when I got my 3-year one.
Oh, okay.
It might be 75, I don't know.
See, I used to teach a PA at our camp.
What else? What else?
Then they
Cool.
changed
Are you
it.
calling me sci-fi?
So you had to buy not only did you have to buy a fishing license, and you had to buy a trout stamp.
So someone has.
Right.
I don't know what this is. I'm gonna have to find out what this. Oh, here we go. So we got some
And back
pure
then,
malt
we
whiskey
kept
from
it in the
France
6-inch
that someone has donated, and I don't know if I'm gonna put it in my barrel or if I'm gonna put it in my infinity bottle. I haven't decided yet. Do you have an opinion, Darun?
Well, last
I
time
feel
was
like
there,
I feel like we need to leave that till
the
it's been
neighbors-
1
the
year.
neighbors camp, you know, they're
So
right
maybe
on
it's
the
gonna go in my infinity
And
bottle.
his wife,
That might be the
died
next
in
thing in my
but his
infinity
wife
bottle.
fishes.
That'll be the first thing in my
So I was
infinity
over
bottle, I
there
guess.
Visiting with her husband, and then she went down to fish.
I had a great old fashioned. Excellent. Do you happen to know what bourbon they used?
She goes, "You want 'em?" I go, not really.
No.
She goes, "I'll
I
cook 'em
had-
for you." I go,
so-
"Okay, I'll take 'em."
Cup-
Is that
cup-
team of cold
Last
water?
year I had a
Okay, so they'll be.
It comes off-
Last year I had
They're- that's- in
uh,
fact, that's an
a
approved
drink
trout
at the
stamp.
Abracadabra.
Because it comes off the base of the dam.
Oh, Day of the Earth stood still. Klaatu Barada Nikto. That is a classic.
It's a
Um,
classic-
last year I had one of the bourbon drinks from Abracadabra, and it was terrible. I don't know which one I had. I'd have to look at the menu. But which is a shame because it's a really neat bar, and I've heard good things about the drinks. But whatever one I picked was not good. I will have to go back there sometime and play with the menu and see what else is good there.
I prefer a brook trout myself.
Because I know a lot of people, they don't like rainbow trout.
Ooh, so here's here's something. So despite the fact that I got pizza here and breadsticks and boneless wings, but I have salad there, so I'm gonna have to dig into that salad. So I am on a diet. So I didn't eat anything today, so that way I could eat one piece of pizza. So I sort of joined a challenge. So it might cost me, but at least I'm losing weight. So I didn't weigh in this morning, but I am down a few pounds already. And I didn't change much. Just changed a little. I lowered the sugar and cream that I put in my coffee. Hey, Tomorrowland Traveler, welcome in. I lowered the amount of sugar and cream in my coffee. I've been kind of avoiding breads. I've been mostly trying to do. I did the dinner. Where are you gonna have dinner at, Daniel? eating, like, instead of eating the normal snacks I would eat, I'm eating like cauliflower chips, hummus, rice cakes, blah, and stuff like that. But so it's a 60-day challenge. So I'll keep you updated. But Texas Roadhouse, nice. Have something big for me because I'm dieting. So if I can add in some, if I can find some time to add in some exercise, I think I got a shot at this
I
thing.
got somebody, I forget what it was, I had eel.
Oh wow, cool. Okay.
Well, it tastes like
Yeah, I'm not really doing anything special. I'm just kind of, well, avoiding fast food. That's huge. Avoiding fast food, not eating whole bags of beef jerky at one time, and not eating whole bags of chips at one time. The cauliflower steak, terrible. But yeah, we'll see. So even so, there's 4 of us, and the losers have to buy the winner a pretty hefty size gift card. But
Gator.
I've been thinking about dieting for a while anyway, getting rid of the keg that I have growing down here, and get rid of some of this flab around the neck that I don't like. And even if I don't win the contest, I still win. So we'll do it. We'll see how it goes. If it keeps me alive a little bit longer, that's great. We'll push off that heart attack for a little while.
Yeah.
I never did make my goals. As a young man, I always said like heart attack at 36, panic attack at 36, heart attack at 42. I didn't make either of those goals, so it's so I'm a little bit grumpy, not eating what I want to eat, but it hasn't been like just doing this little thing that hasn't been as bad. So maybe I'll keep track of what I do. Maybe that's something Bill will want to do too. That would be cool. That would be cool. At the end of the month, oh, that's right, I didn't put this in May. So I got all these little goals. At the end of the month, actually, we will be spending. Yeah, so I don't got time in here. Look at that. I got all these goals. These goals aren't happening. We'll get through as many as we can. But I forgot. Like this week here, this last last full week, we're going down to Naples to finish off the hurricane repairs from last year, and then we drive back this week.
Just in time for the new hurricane to come through.
Just in time. We'll probably have to put up the shutters as we leave.
She called his wife up. She goes, "Oh, darn
What
it."
drink is next? Well, you
Yeah,
did
he
bring up
caught that
Blanton's.
turtle. He
Let's.
had it
I think we should get into that Blanton's. The Ruin was very kind to bring a Blanton's, so we're gonna get into that, and maybe I'll have a wing.
We'll pull these through the wax.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
You want to show the folks?
Sure. All right. So I'm sure plenty of you have seen the Blanton's. That's what the bottle looks like. It is a cool bottle, and How much do you think they are online, like aftermarket?
Aftermarket?
Yeah. I mean, they probably get.
Go from 150 to 2.
Yeah, 150 to 200. I don't think it's worth buying one at that. If you can find one for 100 or less, it's probably worth owning at least one. And I'll tell you what. Oh yeah, you're not. Okay, are we back? I think we might be back.
Brought it to
How much you pay for it?
like 60.
We might be frozen.
Oh, really? You paid.
The internet, but I refreshed
Oh,
it.
someone wasn't trying to rob you?
So
Yeah.
let me know if we're back.
Local spot.
Oh, yeah.
Sleepy Hollow vibes, huh? We are back. Thanks, the Ruin. Thank you. Just kidding. All right. So anyway, I don't know how far we got. So we were talking about Blanton's. So the MSRP on it's like $65 and then a little bit of tax. So if you can get it for regular price, I think it's a good deal. And it's such a cool bottle. It's neat to have it for your collection. So if you can find one for less than $100, I'd recommend it. If you find one from barrel 2888, then buy it because I will pay you good money for it because that one tasted delicious. So the neat things with Blanton's is they've got the different horses on it, and actually each horse there's a letter on here. Oops, forget where the camera is. So there's a letter on there. So this is an N. I think the ones that I have are a B and an A, and you can spell out the word Blanton's, and then they sell things for you to display the various toppers, and each horse is a little different from each other. I think I heard
It's a stride.
it's a stride. Okay, so
It's a horse running.
yeah,
If you collect all of them.
if you collect all of them, it's a horse running. You can almost make like a flip book out of it. I've seen. Do they make like a spinny thing?
I don't know if they
I think I've seen a spinny thing. You
Forget
put
what
you
those
put
are
the
called.
toppers in, and you spin it, and when you're staring at the horse, it looks like the horse is running. So it's pretty neat little. It's pretty neat. Like what good marketing, right? What good marketing? Oh, did you want to? I'll let you do the honors since you brought it. We'll finish off this redemption. We'll redeem the redemption.
To pull both of them?
Maybe, I can't remember. Pull one? Pull both? Here, I'll tell you what, I'll hold it so you have to be there. Yeah, we should have done this on the video. This is
Yeah.
scintillating YouTube content.
Yeah. Is this? Ooh. Ooh, here you go.
It's always scintillating around here. Cool. So yeah, they know what they're doing. They designed this cool bottle topper, make you want to buy and collect stuff.
I had
All right, cool.
Yeah.
my brother-in-law.
All
Is
right,
it worth it?
let me finish off this redemption. Well, you paid retail price, so that's good.
Yeah, well, yeah.
When they had that.
For that one. The other one, not so much.
Right. Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
SeaWorld, and they had a pond there.
Love that sound. So there's your-
Catch the fish,
There's your horse and strap. Oop, I can't remember where the camera is ever.
kill it, and then you take it home.
And the two ends in Blanton's are different, right? You can't just get one. I think they're different from each other
They wrap it up,
because there's two ends, right?
put it on ice.
Yeah, BLANTON.
So
I think there's two different ends. Because I think the other
I
one
don't
might
know.
have.
I'm
I think.
kind of new.
Oh yeah, me too. I think the other one has the apostrophe on it, so that's the difference.
That guy ended up with the flight.
So yeah, they're gonna be nice to you and let you collect just two of the same bottle. You're gonna need to get two different ends.
You know,
Yeah, well, that's all. I wrapped the head.
I just watched a video on the YouTube
Mhm.
where it showed them putting the corks into the bottles.
Mhm. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
just thinking like a huge industrial vat of these things just
Uh-huh.
next to the people that
Of course.
cork them.
What you need.
They're all random.
All right. It's just so I did something funny. I ordered a bottle of Kentucky limestone water, just to be able to mix it. So I'm gonna clear my palate before I do this Blanton's.
He'd bring them in, he goes, sharpen them up for me, will you? And I'd sharpen them up. And he was so good at filleting the walleye.
I'll tell you what. I sort of regret when I seasoned this.
You did the water in there?
I did. Yeah.
Cut 'em in-
Well, I just did a water in an empty glass. That's all.
The guy goes,
I'm gonna
well, he said,
rinse this
"One
out
guy
with-
Oh, there you go.
cut
Perfect.
that."
So when I first did this barrel, you have to. I don't know if season it is the right word, but what you have to do is you have to actually fill it with water. And it said hot water, and some websites said you change the water, but the website the people I bought it from said you just fill it up with water. And actually, when you fill it up with the water, it'll start leaking. It'll have leaks in it in different places. So the water makes the wood swell, and it should seal all those leaks. So after, I think between 3 and 5 days, it's supposed to stop leaking, and then you know that the barrel's good. If after 7 days it's still leaking, you're supposed to call the company and get some advice. So fortunately, this one at day 4 stopped leaking. So that was really neat, and so it had the water in it, of course. When I poured it out, and I can't remember. Good job. We have microwave popcorn here. We're probably gonna do eventually anyway. Also, Chief. But so I was pouring out the water, and just for kicks, I filled up a small glass and tasted the water, and the water was crazy oaky. And I sort of kicked myself for not having just bottled the water. It was kind of fun. So if I ever do one of these barrels again, I'll age the water for a week and then keep it in a bottle. I don't know, use it somehow. That smells good. That smells real good. So this is the Blanton's single barrel.
Oh yeah.
This guy, he.
So the Ruin was able to find this locally.
And he'd say, how many
And,
people do they have up there this week? And I'd tell him,
I the 2 bottles that I got.
frozen fillets.
I think somebody was hiding it.
Uh-huh.
Give me the-
Here's
Yeah.
the fine story.
Yeah, give us the
So-
fine
He
story.
didn't give me a jug of-
Went to the store. And just walked in and asked the lady,
Man alive.
do you have anything special?
Yeah.
And she reaches back behind the counter, like back behind where stuff is hid, like you can't see back there.
Yeah.
And she's like, I got 1 bottle of this. And I was like, I'll take it.
Yep.
So she sells it to me.
Brings it up.
I talked to my cousin, and he's like, where'd you get it from? And I told him the store. And he's like, oh, I just told one of my buddies that they had it up there. And he went up there. He was up there before you were there, and they told him they were sold out.
Oh wow.
So this person, somebody must have been hiding it, and I got it from a different
Cashier.
cashier.
Yeah. Yep. Sometimes the cashier is very important. like if you come across a bunch of Buffalo Trace at a liquor store, a lot of times they only want you to do one or two per person, and if you get the right cashier, you'll walk out of there with 5, like I did one day. So it's all about the cashier. Sometimes you luck out, sometimes you
Yeah.
don't.
But I asked her if
So
they
that's a
had
good
anything
story.
special, and she was like, "I got 1 bottle of Blanton's."
All right, so what do we got with the
Take it.
Blanton's?
Yeah.
But it was like
I don't think I've done a Blanton's for any of my
Oh wow.
Thirsty Thursdays yet.
Oh wow.
And I was like, "I'll take it."
He's like, yes.
Mine.
It does smell good. It does smell good. But what am I getting?
Of course, Oak.
Where's yours?
Yeah, definitely
My
oak.
little one.
Yeah. In the
How much is how often is it, how much is this aged? I don't remember. So it's 93 proof. It's 93
Is this
proof.
one cleaned up?
If it's that one's TLB's. I'll get you one. Hold on.
I'll just use this. I don't even care.
Oh no, come on. I got so much glassware. Got so much glassware here.
My internet name? What do you mean?
What do you want us to call you while we're live?
Oh, my handle?
Yeah, what's your
handle?
handle?
Over.
I just don't make a steady diet of it.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna call you Ruins brother.
Over.
Not my
Over.
Over.
target species.
My PSN name is Uncle Sarcasm.
Uncle Sarcasm, that's your name now. So Uncle Sarcasm is the Ruins brother. Like, share, and subscribe.
What's this barrel that's going?
So this is Blanton's. This is a single barrel bourbon.
Oh my.
Can't talk anymore apparently. That's a single barrel bourbon that we're sampling. Are you liking it?
I'm getting honey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting
We got honey.
Yeah, right.
like.
Did you try it or are you just nosing it still?
I just
You just
tasted
tried it,
it
okay.
after. Nosing it gives me. I don't get nothing but. It's like oak and. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like
Like
to shine your car with.
there you go. It's spicy, like bacon spices. Yeah,
That comes up with a
little bit of Armor All. Little bit of gravel.
Yeah, this'll just thin your clear coat on your top of your car, and it'll take buff out all the scratches.
Yeah, I can get that honey. I can get that honey in the taste though. That's cool. Yeah, so
Well,
we got
that's what they call the barrels. They call them a honey barrel
honey barrel.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
that they pour these from. So gotta
Oh,
have
is Steven here?
something like
Hi,
that.
Stephen Noon. Welcome in. Blood on the saddle. Yep.
Well, it's interesting because in America,
Hey, yeah, I don't know if
They always
Walmart's
have to use a
have
new
stuff.
barrel.
If you see anything, Chief, please let me know. I'll order it online, have you set it aside, or whatever we gotta do.
Barrel,
And then
yeah.
and then make it out of
And then they
trip.
take all those
all and sold them over to
Send it
you.
to the,
Some of mine
to the
were
Scotch
Blanton's,
guys.
Yeah, I had the
got the good
2-8.
2888.
Yep.
Worth it though. Makes good scotch.
Maybe I'll start incorporating that number into stuff.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then the Universal give me.
They use it for
Another
sure.
bottle.
You must have been at Cooper's.
Did you try the
Yeah.
lime water yet?
The
I did
Yeah.
it. I did the lime water. Well, it's not lime water. It's
Law is
limestone
stuck.
filtered.
Lime.
Yeah, so it's not
Oh, okay.
flavored or anything.
Gotcha.
It's just
Well, over
it's just
there-
that the Kentucky people claim that
England
water
and
makes
stuff,
it
they
a little
Right.
bit
have a
better.
lot of
So
oak over there.
Who makes double?
that's okay. You'll be over that cold medicine soon.
What?
I have a good
right?
feeling.
Woodford.
Woodford.
I have a good feeling about that. You'll be back to drinking some
Yeah,
stuff.
over there they don't have a lot of new growth.
Right.
What were we talking about? Were we talking about something?
Like,
I say that a lot, don't I?
Gone because they used it all up.
Well,
all their
they-
What do you
churches and
think
stuff.
compares?
It's better than my
Well,
current
then-
bottle.
Even
I don't
like
think it's quite
in
as good as
Ireland, where my family's
2888,
from,
but it's very good.
Your back number?
2702 is the barrel.
Or England.
Oh, I looked already.
Oh yeah.
I looked before we
Yeah,
opened
yeah,
it,
yeah.
just in case.
Just-
They're like, you know what? Let's not open this.
Yeah,
I'll buy it
come
off
here
you.
from England, and the one thing that amazes them is the size of our forests.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
keep
they
taking
just
that cold
don't
medicine,
have
Lynette.
because,
We need you
because
feeling
well, they
better.
cut them all down
Well, yeah.
I do like
to
strong
make
caramel
pasture
on those.
lands.
I heard you guys saying
Because
honey.
they
We were getting honey in the
filled it up with
taste in the
people,
palate.
Oh.
It's a little itty bitty little
And it's
island.
only on this
Those
little
are not
stretch
good.
of
A
land.
glass. I might be out of Glencairns. You want a rocks glass?
That's okay.
I mean, maybe I don't have the best sniffer anyway, so The little
Yeah, I think
glasses
I
defeat me.
gotta really get in there with the little ones. Yeah.
Forestry here.
Yeah.
But this is
And it's
very
like,
good.
It's been so.
I would put this bottle in between the two.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
It's not as good as 2888, but it's better than 2903.
Yeah.
This is 27.
Well,
trees
most,
are probably
only
most,
maybe
of
100
the,
years
most
old.
of the trees in
So that's
this
wild.
area
So when you're dealing with single barrel stuff, I mean that does make sense. Different
very
barrels,
few old
even
trees
two
around.
barrels that are right next to each other. You don't know what
I
the
was
trees
out-
went through during their life before they were cut up. You don't
Think of
know.
when a brother
Even I imagine even like the
lived
saw
2 weeks
blade,
ago.
the wax,
around.
the
Oh,
metal,
yeah.
like every piece of the barrel is going to be a little bit different.
And we were talking about
And then,
like
I
the
mean,
Gates Mills area.
Mhm.
you gotta think too, like the
He didn't
batches
realize they said
when they pull them during the time of
Gates,
year, unless they
that
do
was
they
a lumber
pull
That's
them
true. They do different times of the year. I
Yeah.
think.
When he went
Yeah.
out
So it depends
there,
on when
he
you
was
put it
looking
in.
because
Does
that's
it
what
go in the
Cleveland
summer? Does it go in the
was
winter?
getting all built up. and he
Fascinating.
needed
I would
lumber.
love to get into it. Oh,
Yeah,
hot
nobody was
toddy
out
sounds
there.
wonderful.
And he's seen that river and figured I could put a dam
get
here in
blast
this
of
river.
sweetness.
And I can use
It
this
is very
power
sweet.
to power
Yeah.
my mill. And I told him, I said, you know, if
It
you
is very
drive-
sweet. So the Blantons, so all 3 Blantons that I've tried
River Road there,
have all been very smooth, and they've all
And
been
you
on the
look up
sweeter side. It's a weeded bourbon,
there,
and
or
I
when
do
you
enjoy
turn
that.
up Berkshire and you look up that
Oh,
hill, I
that's
said,
cool.
you
Yeah,
can see
I'll have to look that up.
splotches
Bourbon
of
cough
land
syrup.
where
Yes.
It's just
And
nothing there.
so
I
yeah,
said,
all 3
that's-
barrels have been
he
very
left
good,
that open so that the
smooth,
horses
easy to drink, a
could
little on the
drag
sweet
logs
side.
down.
Just that
I
one
said, "You're kidding." I
bottle
go, "No."
seemed magical, and then
I says, "And if you
the other
go
2 have
in
been
the
very
main part
good,
of
just not as
town,
magical. And this one
think
that
it's
the Ruin
behind-
picked up
might be a
is
library
definitely
or
in
something
between the
over
2
there,
bottles
and
that
you
I
go
did.
behind
So
it, and
I'm
I said, "You
fascinated
can see
by
where
this.
the stream cuts
Fascinating.
through
No
there,
wonder I
and
keep
that's where the
buying
mill
stuff.
was."
I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
chasing. I'm chasing
And this
something.
was the mill stream.
Oh, you're
Oh, well.
chasing the spirits.
And he
I
goes,
am.
well, what happened?
I
I
am.
says, well, it's like anything.
Here, actually, I should probably update
know,
everyone on my file
cut
cabinet. Do you mind
yourself
if you
out
want to
of
hold this?
business
yours? Yeah.
eventually.
Yep.
All right.
You
So,
can- you
so
can cut
here's
trees
how far my
faster
problem's
than
gone.
they grow.
Move this. There we go. So we have the file cabinet drawer that you knew about. You know, it's got the short bottles in it now. So then we've got this one. It's unfortunately important. Taxes, paperwork. So then this one was added a little while ago, so we get 6 more bottles in there. And then so I added this one.
Yeah,
I
I know.
added this one today. Got another 10 bottles in there. So got a little collecting issue.
I also don't know the camera.
But always drinking moderation. Drink responsibly. I have an alcohol collection problem. I don't yet have a drinking problem, and that will never happen. I won't let it happen.
So now you know why you charge us so much to work on your house.
Over here.
I'm still too cheap.
No names.
I'm still too cheap. We'll work for bourbon.
Yeah.
If you find a Blanton's barrel 2888, you know you have some negotiating power with your job then. That's fun stuff.
So who's on? Is my wife on?
If she is, she hasn't chatted. There's 6 people watching.
Nice.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, guys.
Alright. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thanks for being here.
Hello, all the internet people.
Hello,
Yay.
internet people.
Great content.
Scintillating
Yeah.
YouTube
It
content.
just sucks you in. Can't stop
Mesmerize
watching.
me. Gotta watch the Izzo. Gotta watch the Izzo. Hypnotoad.
Oh, here, you forgot this for your dog.
So here's the next one we're gonna know. On the nose.
Yeah.
Really smells like lacquer.
Very
Right.
very astringent.
All right, everybody. The end the night.
Yeah, that would end the night.
Watch my lips melt off. We're gonna call 911.
Reminiscent of a 49 Ford.
Oh, that would be terrible. That would be terrible.
Next time I see you, it'll be live from the hospital bed.
Yeah. Live from the hospital.
Still be streaming Thirsty
Do you
Thursdays.
know, even though like I have the
Welcome to
tiniest
Izzo's ER.
so the Blantons, so what's everyone and who's tried the Blantons? What are your thoughts on the Blantons? We talked about it a little bit, but we'll talk
Better
again.
than the redemption,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
It's redeemed your taste buds?
it's still a little burny for me.
Okay. Okay.
I think this is
this is just about chug-a-luggable.
Okay.
I could sit and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Super
say
sweet, super
goodbye
easy
to
to
the
drink.
whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay,
I'll
so
go
we
out and
got
get
some
my bottle of
variety
Bud
here.
Light.
We got some variety here. It's very smooth.
Which one is that?
Did you do this barrel?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How
That's
do you
what
like
I
it?
got right now.
Oh, okay. What do you think?
I think it's a good lift ride.
Ah, yes. My man, Danny over there. We go snowboarding a lot, so that is a good lift ride.
That's right.
Yep. Absolutely.
It'll stay good in a flask.
It'll keep you warm while you're skiing. Yep, that's awesome. Yeah, so the Blantons seems pretty much like Dana's a little iffy. Oh, I mean the
I don't care.
Uncle Sarcasm. Uncle Sarcasm was a tiny bit iffy on it, but everyone else thinks it's.
You couldn't be a
smooth.
vigilante and make
Smooth
Chris a
and
blood cover.
Well, you're right. You just said Chris.
Oh, man.
The magic is broken. No, these all these people know I'm Chris. It's all good.
Everything's falling apart.
It's all falling apart. No, that's funny.
So much for the bat cave.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Uncle Tim from the back door.
Did we figure
What
out
were we
what
talking
these
about?
are?
We were talking
Yeah,
about
they're
wings.
brown.
They're boneless wings with garlic parmesan
They're
sauce.
not bad, whatever they are.
They're just chicken. It's just piles of chicken.
That's not frosting though.
All right, so the general consensus of the Blantons is very easy to drink and a little bit on the sweet side. So that's been good. The is okay.
I mean, pleasantly surprised.
So where's Enzo
I
today?
had it.
I tried to tempt him.
Yeah, gotta get him.
We're gonna get him though.
We gotta get him. Yeah.
We got a plan.
Yeah,
We
well,
got a
get
plan.
because you need
I didn't tell him to
Look,
put that
what?
Buffalo Trace over ice.
What do you gotta do? You gotta get some wire ties and handcuff him.
We might.
This one is better than that.
All right,
So
I
this
was gonna
is
say
your
something.
magic barrel.
Oh, okay.
Chris
So
got his magic barrel.
Yeah, this one is very, very.
It's better than the other one you had.
The first time I had Blanton's, I didn't like it.
Oh, really?
all right.
It was not good.
Ooh.
So and don't worry, everyone. I'm gonna keep an eye on these gentlemen. No one's leaving if I'm not confident on their ability to leave. So this is fun. We should try this next, Danny. Got some Irish pot still whiskey.
Okay.
That stuff's pretty good.
So we'll try that next.
Triple distilled.
Triple distill. Redbreast single pot still Irish whiskey, aged 12 years. A rich mix of dried fruit and spice with toasted oak and sherry undertones.
Watch Dana's face as he was drinking the Red Breast 25.
Devin and I did this. It was good, but it wasn't like, blow your socks off good. But it was good. So my man Danny is he's Irish as Irish can be. So
I don't think I told you, but when I drank this, my first thought was a step up from like Jameson,
okay, cool.
like
And that makes sense.
like Pinky's up version of Jameson.
Pinky's up. Jameson. That's funny. So we'll try that next. All right, what's going on in this chat? Anyone having fun? Yeah, so the Blantons was the winner, I think. So I don't know if anyone came in after this. Ooh, Scotch Irish. That makes a lot of sense, Amy. I do have a Dewar's here, but I need to get into the Scotch a little bit more because I do enjoy.
You care if I care?
No, dig in there. I do enjoy. I mean, I'm sure you can find cheap Scotch. I'm sure you can find expensive Scotch. And I'm not opposed to either. But so the Scotch has like a lot of times either a smoky taste or a peaty taste. And some people don't like that. I do enjoy it though, and to me, sometimes the smoke in the Scotch tastes a lot like the smoke in the mezcal, and so I really like unique flavors like that. So I got a Dewar's 12 year. It's not super fancy. It's very smooth. It's not as it's not got as much of the smoke as some of the stuff that I've tried, but I do need to expand my Scotch knowledge. That's for sure. Ooh, Sam's Club. Is that a step up then from the Walmart? I know it's the same parent company at some point.
Does he have any lemon water?
Okay, yeah. So Lynette, if you don't like the Scotch, you probably don't want to waste your time with the mezcal that I sampled on one of our streams. It's gonna be it's gonna have a very similar taste. So yeah, if you're not into the Scotch, probably not gonna want to waste your time with the mezcal. I did see a recipe for a smoky margarita using mezcal instead of tequila, so I'll try that. I'll let you know if it's any better. But yeah, the distinct flavor in the Scotch is not for everyone, that's for sure.
That's why they love their horses and they love their booze.
All I've had to eat today. Oh, see, that's more elite since you have to pay for a membership. Associates get a free membership. Oh, that is cool. Excellent. Good job. Do you know what your position would be? You'd be cashier, stock, greeter.
In the afternoon, like here, we go
We've
either there's either a basketball
we got ourselves a
game on or
Costco
football
membership.
game.
Um,
You go in there and
but
all
it's
horse
kind of
racing.
benefit to the position we have. But I know I'm sure Costco and Sam's Club are very similar. Oh, okay, interesting. Not a big fan of the margarita. Okay. Was it too sweet for you? Let me know what you thought of that margarita. I'm always curious. It's about to get weird. I gotta say, if I didn't have to deal with customers, I kind of like third shift.
You're automatically in trouble.
Always spend too much. Well, and fortunately for my alcohol collection addiction,
Actually,
our Ohio
people don't realize
Costco's don't have
they have-
like the liquor store attached like some other states do.
It'd be like here with the professional sports. There's none of those
Vermouth.
guys get paid
The only time I use vermouth is like in a martini.
for the
What
company.
is it?
Hurling.
What's that?
Well, you got this stick that looks kind of like a.
Vermouth, isn't that like a wine or something? And vermouth can go bad. It tasted acidic. Okay, so there's a lot of citrus in there. And yeah, maybe the tequila itself even might have had
They got a bowl
an acidic taste to it.
as hard as a rock.
That's very interesting. So no, I'm just curious. But I know that you're a bourbon lady, so
Almost like soccer or anything else, you gotta get
it's
it
very
from the
interesting.
outside.
honestly I kind of like them all. Like if they're too sweet, I'm not into them. But like if I'm having tacos, man, a margarita is wonderful to me. Thick and gross. The vermouth, yeah, I think, yeah. Unless I don't know if you can just drink vermouth. I think you gotta cut it with something. The only time, like I said, the only time I've used vermouth is in a martini. So you know, either vodka and gin, a little bit of vermouth, a little bit of olive juice. That would be a good stuff. I'm going to make, and what am I going to use to make it? So I bought. Well, it doesn't help me though. I don't have any ice. I need to. Like here, you're sitting next to my fridge. Actually, you can kind of see the corner of the fridge. So I got just like an office fridge, so it's not good for making ice. So I'll eventually have to upgrade. I really need to get some ice. So never mind. So we're not gonna do like a shaken. What else can we do? It would just be a room temperature old bourbon and beer for you. Yep, sounds right, Lynette. So I can make. I have a drink. I've dubbed it the new fashion, and
and 18 sticks.
but I don't have anything to cool. I don't have a nice big ice cube. But maybe we'll make it anyway.
Did you ever go to a polo game?
All right, to make a new fashion.
That is about the most boring.
Really? Oh, that's cool. I liked Vince. Vince was a crazy old man. I did not know that your dad had a vineyard. That's awesome. That is super cool. I'm always, so I don't have like the liquid capital to do anything like that, but I'm always trying to talk like family members into hey, you guys should buy a vineyard, and you know I'll build all your buildings and cabinets and whatever you need. That'll be my share of it. Yeah. No one's taken me up on it so far. All right. So since it is so easy drinking, we're gonna use the redemption for the old fashioned. So oh, you know what? I don't have any sugar. We're not gonna put any sugar in it. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so we're not going to put any sugar in it because I'm on a diet, which is sad. There is a bottle of Diet Pepsi here. That is not something I used to do. That would be neat. We'll see how crazy we could take this Izzo thing, Chief. Alright, so we got some.
Down in
How do you even say that? Angostura? Angostura. I'm assuming it's Angostura. So we got some aromatic bitters. So we'll do a couple of dashes, they always say. Alright, so we'll show you as we go. We just got in the rocks glass. So just a little bit, we'll put 2 more dashes in. I don't know. I'm not a bartender. Have you ever thought about taking the bartender course? You see those online all the time. 2-week bartender course. Alright, so we got some bitters in there. If anyone needs a beer, they're next to me. I'll get them. You need one? Alright. Oh, there's some ice. I forgot you have ice in there. Do you need a thingy? Okay, cool. Yeah, they do. Alright, so we got some bitters in there. And put a little of this redemption bourbon. I don't know how much to put in. We'll put in just that amount. Alright, then we're going to add some blue curacao. So, in a normal old fashioned, you'd have the sugar, you'd have the bitters, you'd have the bourbon, and an ice cube. And then usually you'd have, do a lemon, not a lemon, an orange zest, and kind of get some of those oils into the old fashioned. So, since I don't have any oranges here, I actually have a lime technically, but since I don't have any oranges here, let's see, which drawer was it in? Which drawer was it in? Oh, it's not in a drawer. It's up here. Okay. Alright, so we got the blue curacao. And so this has an orange flavor to it. So even though I don't have an orange, we can still get that essence of orange in the drink.
This is all in Chagrin Falls.
What was his? Did he get some money?
And the fun part about that, we'll just shake it up a little bit. Although I have spoons. I have straws somewhere. Spoons? Spoons. That would. Oh, cool. Yeah, cherries should be in there too. So I'll have to figure out something like that. But then your drink turns green. So this is my new fashion. That's what I call it. And you know what? To just kind of, I put quite a bit of bourbon in there. Let's just cut it with a little bit of water, since I don't have an ice cube in there. I don't need to stay here forever before I drive home. Alright, so that's my silly new fashion drink. Oh, it smells great. It smells great. It's got that, between the bitters and the blue curacao, it's got a spicy orange smell.
Somebody to sweep floors for them. You want to work for them, but you're gonna work for them.
So I don't know if that's gross looking, but that's my drink I invented. As far as I know, no one else has done that. It's stupid.
I filled it out.
What's our battery like? Battery should be pretty good. Oh, 62. We're way good.
I filled it out and I worked for them. Boom, I was done. I was working for this company.
So if you have any recommendations of either spirits that you enjoy drinking, cocktails that you enjoy drinking, beers that you enjoy drinking, feel free to let me know what they are. I'll do my best to find them and review them on the channel.
No, it was for real.
That's true. I like that. It's a Bowser drink. Peaches.
So I was like, this is just weird.
So the Mario movie was very good. There are Easter eggs for. It doesn't matter if you played the original NES or the most recent stuff on the Switch. There's Easter eggs for any genre, any era of Mario that you would want. It was a very cool game, or a very cool movie, not a game. Very cool movie. And it did reach $1 billion in box office this weekend because of.
I didn't have a car. I was driving my
That would be see Chief. You need to give me these ideas before movies come out, so that way I can have content that people will be searching for. Yeah, we could have done a whole Mario Brothers themed Thirsty Thursday or something. So eventually, I do want to do one Thirsty Thursday a month, and rather than the Thirsty Thursdays I've been doing are just simple reviews, one alcohol, less than a minute, so just like my initial takes. But when I do once a month, I want to do a live Thirsty Thursday, and when I do that, I want to make it a little fancier. We'll blind taste some stuff or something like that.
He wanted your job.
I don't know if it's secret or not, Lynette, I'll contact you in the Discord about something. So I might be able to visit your distillery.
And I'd be sanding, filling putty holes, and then sanding.
So it's not the best old fashioned. Well, I'm calling it the new fashioned. It's not the best old fashioned I've ever had, but it's not terrible either. And that Redemption was a fine bourbon to put in that for a mixer. You know, because you need that. You need the bourbons that you just want to smell and sip, and you need the bourbons that you mix into cocktails. So you know, there's a place for everyone in this world.
Like for 5 days of nothing but sand.
I would rather sand than
When
paint.
we
I
were
hate
kids,
painting.
very.
What else is good, people? We have 7 of you poor people watching this nonsense. I hope this isn't too boring. So there's a couple of them there that don't mind being on the YouTube, but I don't want to force anyone to. Oh, nice. Who sings that? I don't remember. Just an old-fashioned love song.
And then we would go in on Sunday and clean. But they quit doing the Sunday clean.
So what I'm gonna do with this showroom is so with the purse store. So far I've been making and staining everything myself, and I love that, and it's fun. But if they're getting busy enough where they're doing 2 or 3 stores a year, we're gonna have to get it where I'm not Paul Williams. Okay, cool. We're gonna have to get where I'm not doing quite as much of that work. So there's a company that I work with out of Pennsylvania. I can't remember where in Pennsylvania. I want to say Harrisburg, but I could be wrong. Wherever that is. But it's a big, huge cabinet company, like Nationwide cabinet company, and I can just about through their ordering system, I can just about order any size or shape cabinet I want. And so I've ordered a couple of color samples from them to show the leather people those colors, and if they approve the colors, then I can probably order their stores, have that company make the cabinets, finish the cabinets, and ship the cabinets on site. And then all I have to do is assemble them and install them. So we're going to try to turn that aspect of the business that way. It's not as fun as building as it myself, but it's a lot easier on the body, and I need to be smarter with some of that stuff. 3 Dog Night did it too. Okay, cool. I'll have to check that out because that's a good song. I haven't heard it in a long time. So in theory, for the Texas job, no, back to my showroom. So what I want to do, so right now, there's like a bunch of clutter here. We had a 2-bedroom house we lived in, sold it, we're living in a 1-bedroom apartment, so a lot of our stuff is in the shop now. So some of the stuff is eventually going to go to Naples because of our living situation. We're eventually probably going to be part-time Ohio, part-time Florida. And so, you know, we needed enough stuff for both locations, so that's why we kept all this extra stuff. So I'm probably going to take this out of here, put it into some sort of storage, so that way it's out of my life temporarily. And what I want to do is I want to build a nice back bar, but I'm going to build it in such a way that it looks like one of those leather purse stores. And so that way, I mean, the shelves will be filled with bourbon instead of purses. But that way I can bring those people in, bring the owners of the store in, and show them like, okay, here's what I can do with this company that I work for. Is this good for our out-of-state stores? And so that way, I feel good that the stores that they're closest to, because they live in the Cleveland area, I feel good that the stores that they're closest to are all handmade by me, and I'm sure that makes them feel good too. But you know, once we get into out-of-state stores, like we need the look. We don't necessarily need to have it hand carved, and not that I carve everything. I don't carve nothing, but we don't have to have it hand built in that same way. So I want to take advantage of because if I tell my salesman it's for the showroom here, I get a discount obviously, so that helps me out. So we'll make this place look super cool. We'll make it look like one of the leather purse stores, but it'll also then be my Izzo's Place bar. So we'll have the benefit of that, and then it'll kind of be a test case. Like I'll know if they're willing to accept that level of quality for those stores in the future. And I mean, they're talking. It's super cool. They're talking Texas this year. I believe it's just like a little north of Dallas. And Dallas is so big that they wouldn't mind putting 2 or 3 stores in Dallas. So several stores in Dallas. Hopefully, they're talking about Atlantic City. So all that sounds super cool to me. They're talking about Pittsburgh. So if I can get it where I'm not working quite as hard and I just I show up and the stuff gets shipped in and I build it, that just sounds great to me. So will I be a little sad that I didn't build every stick on my own? Sure, but you know what? You gotta step back and be smart every once in a while. I'm not great at being smart, but it's all good. So it's funny, by coincidence, the front door of my little shop that I rent has a diamond-shaped window, so I'm gonna eventually, make a wooden eye and glue it into there, just for fun. And seriously, if anyone, I know quite a few of the people in the chat. Either I know you through Kearney or you're local. If anyone's ever in the Cleveland area, if you're going to Cedar Point, let me know. I'll make sure we go to Cedar Point together. If you're in the area for some other reason, I'll tell you where the shop is. You can come out and hang out at Izzo's place. But it's a fun little thing. So it would be neat to see some of you here. I've seen some of you in person too. Cedar Point. So if you're a coaster person, Cedar Point is the best. So Izzo's wife is a coaster girl. So. She's not super interested in Disney. She's barely interested in Universal. Although she's enamored of Hagrid's Motorcycle Adventure in Universal Parks. That is an awesome roller coaster. I think she'll like Tron. Poor Tron is just so short. That poor ride. But if you're a coaster nut, we need to go to Cedar Point. Cedar Point is awesome. Well, and sadly enough, a Cedar Point season pass is cheaper than one day to a Orlando park. My pass is cheaper than one day to an Orlando park. It's crazy. So funny. It is near me, and I don't know. Whoever owns it was gonna sell it. I don't know if it ever went through, but we totally went there. The Christmas Story house, and I don't know if they ever went through it, but the Bumpus's house, they were originally gonna buy the Bumpus's house, I think, and the guy was selling it, but it was one of those things where he's like, I need the right buyer. He's like, I'm not just gonna sell it to anyone. I need to know that it's gonna be cared for. So it was kind of neat. So the Christmas Story house was here. The Bumpus house was here, and I think there was plans on buying it. And then across the street, there was a building that they bought, and they have a it's really cute. It's really cute for such a little thing. And I don't even think there's not even a cover charge. You just kind of just go in there. But across the street, they bought a house or a building. I don't remember what it was, and they've got a lot of Christmas Story and Christmas Vacation stuff in there. So it's a neat little Cleveland landmark, and a lot of the filming. Let's see, I'm trying to remember what it is. Was it exterior shots? I think all the interior shots were done either somewhere else or on a soundstage. But yeah, those exterior shots were there in Cleveland, and I believe the Higbees. The Higbees scenes, I think those were filmed in Cleveland. So it's a neat little Cleveland location, and it's easy to forget that that's here, like a tiny little landmark in Cleveland. Oh, that's cool. Well, let me know if you do that, and I'll help you out figuring out fun things to do. Okay, so Hershey Park. So you're saying going again to Hershey Park? I haven't been there yet, so that's a pretty good park to go to. It's definitely on my bucket list. As far as PA parks, I've been to Kennywood near Pittsburgh, and that's really the only amusement park in Pennsylvania I've done.
And I says, you better keep them on a tighter rate.
Okay, cool. Is there lots of chocolate to be had there? I hope.
That's every shop that I went to, and I just learned to deal with these people that way. It's like, no.
Would you guys be offended if I ate a breadstick?
And then you're gonna say, well, Dan's holding us back, You're
8 times so far. Cool. How far to drive is it for you?
One guy, his wife.
Hour and a half for Shelly. What you got there? What you want? Did you see this thing I made?
Yeah, what is that?
So I'm calling it the new fashion, as opposed to an old fashioned. So it's bourbon, I can't remember how to say it. Okay. Angostura bitters, aromatic bitters, and then blue curacao, and it turns you green. Would you like a sip? I'm not sick
No,
right
I'm
now.
all right.
Okay. If you need one, I'll make you one later.
In the one corner, there was a bunch of stupid.
3 hours, not too bad. Yeah, I'm probably like hour and a half, 2 hours from Kennywood, like an hour and a half from Cedar Point. We used to have Geauga Lake here. That was great. That was like 50 minutes. And then Cedar Point bought it, closed it down. Bunch of jerks. Well, that used to be SeaWorld too when we were really little.
Six Flags.
Six Flags. Yeah, it was Six Flags. It was SeaWorld. It was Geauga Lake.
Everybody's got their own little.
Did we have a Shamu there? We must have had a Shamu there. Kind of missed that a little bit. Cool.
It's a water park still.
I've done
The SeaWorld.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They had a job.
Well, I'm gonna have to go sometime.
I don't know what kind of they have anything like rides or anything.
That's fine. It'd be neat
They
to
just
see.
got like a bunch of pools and
I
stuff.
went in, there was supposed to be an engineer there.
Remember
Is
the
the-
big
is-
giant wave pool from on Geauga Lake side?
Yes.
That's all closed.
Is it? Okay. Bummer.
I think that's all developed just about. I think they've developed
Okay.
it all.
'Cause I-
Almost the whole area.
Okay.
All these pieces,
That's interesting.
whatever, I gotta make.
I know for a while that
And they
that
got rid of
the
Raging
big
Wolf Bobs
yes
in the back.
yes they got rid of that. I remember that was rotten there for a while.
Yeah, and then the Blue Streak was in the front.
Mm-hmm.
And that the Blue Streak was
And the
the
Big
last
Dipper.
thing to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
back there working
that's
in the
wild.
shop, making the parts and, or modifying stuff, and these guys were nowhere around.
Well, they learned.
That's awesome that she was scolding you. That's exactly what she would be doing.
No, you're conscientious. And so. they
So
have-
Amy's referring to my grandma Hazel. She was an intense woman. Let me tell you, she was an intense woman. She'd tell you like it was any time of day. I'm gonna, Amy. I don't know if you've ever seen this. I'm gonna scroll through my photos while we're talking. I'm gonna find a picture of her young. You're not gonna believe how pretty she was.
Every time I
Mm-hmm.
met your grandma,
Uh-huh.
every time
Yeah.
she would look at me with that look of "Who are you?" Every single time.
Yeah.
It was just like she'd give me that look. Wouldn't say anything.
Uh-huh.
I would say hey.
Uh-huh.
I would say hi.
Yeah.
She'd look at me with that "Who are you?" and then just walk away
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
not say nothing to me.
Sounds about right. I wonder how far I have to scroll for that picture. I'm gonna scroll for a while.
And it used to be that that was a match.
She had this great Rhode Island accent. She's like, "Oh, hi, hun." So one of my favorite memories of her is I got a voicemail from her. Well, so she called me and asked me to call her back, and a couple days went by, and I just forgot and didn't call her. And so then I get another phone call, another voicemail from her, and the voicemail was, "What does it take to get a phone call from you? Do I gotta take a contract out on your life?" That was my grandma. She was awesome. So I called her back up. I'm like, "Hey, grandma, please don't kill me." She's like, "Oh, hi, hon. I just wanted to talk to you." Oh, hi, hon. She was great. I'll find a picture while we're talking. She was awesome. She was awesome. She was crazy.
Like 26 by 40. He go.
So her, let's see, well, I'm trying to remember the story. Her mother was an orphan. So that made, when I got my DNA at Ancestry done, that made that interesting. Because she didn't know a lot of her background.
And he would walk around all the time with his 2x4 on his shoulder, so people thought he was doing.
I'll try not to make this scrolling too long, people. And we can talk about something else while I'm scrolling. You can see my grandma a little
They
bit.
got rid of him, and he had a place. He goes, "How
So what are you guys gonna do this summer? What kind of fun things you got planned? So I'm gonna go to Naples. That's not really fun. That's work.
lunch boxes?"
I'll probably end up in Texas. That'll be fun, but it's also gonna be work. Everything's work for me. That's just what I like to do. I just like working, like a crazy person. I'm trying to think. Like in cool. I don't think I knew your grandma Amy. That's awesome. So let's see. So there's a channel, Retro WDW. They always have like an event every year in which they're kind of like Disney historians. They like keep track of all that stuff. I might have talked about this on another live stream. But they have an event every year, and this year because COVID kind of messed up the 40th anniversary of Epcot Center, they're gonna have an Epcot 40th event. I think last day of September, first day of October, because that's when the park opened up, and so they're having an event. I'm kind of waiting on some checks. So if some checks come in and they haven't sold out, oh, this is interesting. Here's an interesting picture. Well, it's blurry. It's terrible. But for a while, I had microcysts on one of my eyes, and everything was blurry. So it was driving me crazy. So I actually shoved a napkin up underneath my contacts, and I was just one-eyed for a while, kind of like a pirate. So I might try to go down to Orlando for that, and if I do that, like I want to hit, because I've never done Volcano Bay. I've done both the Disney's water parks, but I've never done Volcano Bay. So I would like to do that, and I would like to. So here is my sister, my grandma, and my aunt. My grandma's in the middle, so that's that's older. That's a couple years ago before she passed. So that's Grandma Hazel in the middle. The crazy redhead's my sister. I don't know if she would care if I showed you her picture, but whatever.
Then they take them up to the floors.
And what was I saying? Shoot. What were we talking about? So maybe at the end of September, try to go down to Orlando. I'll go to the Retro WDW event on the weekend, hit Volcano Bay, and then Mrs. Izzo is interested in the Tron coaster. She's interested in Guardians. Mildly interested in Ratatouille. So, and she hasn't done the Star Wars stuff. She's a big Star Wars fan like me. So we were thinking of doing a day or two in the park with a park hopper and try to hit all of those rides at the end of September then.
And then you just walk in with it like he was bringing something from the dock.
Oh, that's very interesting, Amy. I need to be careful about you in the future.
Shelves where you could look down hall.
Yeah, unfortunately with Tron, like the moment that you start thinking to yourself like, man, this ride is awesome, is the moment it stops. Unfortunately.
Executives were coming down the
Gotta have
hall.
a picture of Graham right here.
At noon,
I should probably tell my sister that I flashed her picture online. She probably won't care.
Have a couple drinks at the bar, get another 6-pack, and come back for the afternoon.
Oh boy, Danny's telling stories.
Every single day.
Danny's the youngest old guy you'll ever know.
And he reached. I mean,
He's like early to mid 70s. He goes skiing like a maniac every winter. He schedules surgeries to make sure it doesn't interfere with skiing season. He's awesome.
Nasty guy. He was a bigot, foul mouth, and everything else. Oh man.
Yeah, that's a little sad. Just don't think about it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it, Chief. And who knows? Maybe they'll do a good job with Tiana's. Just don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. And you can always go to Universal. Well, and we'll get to Universal Tokyo eventually, and Disney Tokyo. So, Chief, I'm probably, just to let you know, I don't know what your plans are, but just go to look down until you get to Country Bears. So, Star Wars Celebration. The next one is 2025, I believe, in Tokyo, and so. I do have a buddy that's into Star Wars, and so we're talking about maybe actually trying to go to Japan for Star Wars Celebration, which we've never done before. And then and I told him, I'm like, well, if we're in Japan, I'm like, even if you don't join me on those parts of the excursions, I'm gonna have to go to the Disney and the Universal parks and see some of these rides that still exist there that don't exist in the U.S. parks anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, Danny. Amy Kish says hi. She's watching the stream.
Yeah, what's in the stream?
Well, just me right now. You're
Oh.
yeah, but Amy's here. She says hi.
Hi, Amy.
And I'm sure Jerry's watching too.
How can you be sure?
Well, because they're like, peas in a pod. They're there together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was that way when I
So,
first started. the
Danny says hi.
hospital.
Not willing to show his face, but Danny says hi.
Hospital, then they get that grassy place.
What were we talking about? Talking about Celebration in Tokyo. Yeah, never been to. Yeah, and the Jaws ride is still there, right? The Jaws ride's still in Tokyo, so that would be neat to go out and see that.
You guys would, they were always doing stuff like that. They're always getting in trouble with stuff. But,
If I see any good pictures as I'm scrolling, I'll let you know. But just for Amy, I gotta find a picture of my grandma. And I'm sure you guys will like it. Ooh, and we can like compare my face and see. Oh, cool. Danny knew him. Awesome.
They don't wanna get rid of these people because they don't know who.
Oh, I just came across my 2019 Disney trip. Oh, you know what? I changed phones, so maybe it didn't come down into this phone. Let me find something fun then.
And every afternoon, he'd go out to the little.
I think I got a picture of me and Eeyore. Oh, here we go.
Buy himself a big quarter beer. And he'd just sit there all afternoon. He had a desk, and he had a
Little bit of Crystal Palace there for you.
Covered like door. And he'd have his beer sitting in there, and he'd be sitting there drinking that quart of beer. And he'd go home.
So I didn't do the Universal parks
His
until
wife called him work, and she said,
after COVID. I just had never done it. I was a Disney kid growing up. I didn't have any desire to go there. But I knew that some of the rides were more exciting than Disney, and I knew how Mrs. Izzo was. That she would appreciate those kind of rides more. So we went down finally, and I had a great time there. You know, I'm bummed out that I missed out on Back to the Future, the ride, and what else? And Jaws. Definitely bummed out I missed out on Jaws. But those were fun parks. We had a good time there. Pretty sure we rode everything, and we were quite surprised by Hagrid's motorcycle adventure. That was awesome. Oh, here we go. I found it. Gotcha. Alright, so here's my Grandma Hazel. Look at that dish. Man, she was good looking.
And these guys would put 6-pack in there.
Yeah, E.T. is pretty cheesy and fun. So that was my grandma.
In printing, they were always. I didn't know.
And it's so funny, like she, for whatever reason, she loved her boys more than her girls. She loved me. She loved my sister, but it just seemed like she liked the boys more than the girls. And except for my one uncle, I think she liked my aunt better than my uncle, which is so funny. She's just such a. She was just her own person. It was great.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks, Lynette. Thanks, Shelly.
I worked for were right downtown. They used to, like around 24th Street, Cleveland, that area. They used to
You guys have
call
been
it
putting up with this nonsense for 87 minutes.
There were like
That's wild.
printer, all up and down these buildings and everything. And it was all like that. It was like,
So I don't see movies too often, but for some reason this week is a huge movie night week for me. So we're gonna see. We saw Mario on Saturday at the drive-in. We're gonna see. They re-released for its anniversary. I think it's its 40th anniversary. They re-released Return of the Jedi, and so we're gonna see that Wednesday night. Oh, thanks, Amy. And
these guys at break time.
so we're gonna see Return of the Jedi Wednesday night, and it's at a pretty decent theater. It's got a good surround sound and stuff, so it should be interesting. And then Thursday we're going to our local favorite spot where it's a Silver Spot. I don't know if anyone has one near them, but it's the kind of movie theater. Got the relaxing seats, but it's also got like a table that you can swing over. You can actually order food and drinks before the movie. So I'll usually sit there. The first time I ordered a steak, and it wasn't great, but it was really good for a movie theater steak. And since then I've been getting like a chicken pasta dish that's been very good, and I just kind of stick with that, a glass of red wine. So we tend to do that. Like we don't care if it's 3D or not. It's got a big screen. So we'll see Guardians of the Galaxy. So it's just unusual for us to see so many movies like boom, boom, boom like that. So it's just interesting. So yeah, a little bit of Jedi. I want to support. If Lucasfilm, I don't always agree with Lucasfilm's direction on the Star Wars franchise. Oh, Lynette, thanks for hanging out. What time is it even? It's 8 o'clock. Thanks for hanging out, Lynette. Have a great night. I hope you feel much, much better in the morning. Yeah, so Guardians 3 looks good. We'll see that on the big screen. What else? I think Into the Spider-Verse is coming out at the end of the month, so I want to see that. We'll probably see that at the Silver Spot. So it's kind of like a nice lazy date night. It was like dinner and a movie all in one. Funny stuff.
Okay.
And them guys were doing all the.
Should we kill this thing? Are you guys sick of this?
It was amazing, but you know,
I know Chief's not sick of it. Chief will stay on forever though. Let's see, what are we at? So 2 hours is.
every place that there was a big company.
Mando 3 was interesting. I think
And everybody would show up at the end.
I think they were afraid to get rid of Grogu
And have a shot
into
of beer
24
before
hours.
they
I could
went
go all
home.
day.
I mean, you couldn't lose if you had a bar.
I think they were afraid to separate Grogu. I think there was another plan. I think they were going to have like a Luke Grogu thread and then have Mando probably go back to like bounty hunting ways and get a little darker. And I feel like there was an executive order like, no, we need Grogu, we need Mando, put them back together. And so I think they did that in Book of Boba Fett, and then
Are you giving your Mando review?
we're
I meant to talk to you about that.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, we can talk about it. So then I think that's what they were doing. I think the executives said no, put Grogu and Mando back together. We don't care what story you wanted to tell, but I still enjoyed it. It just wasn't superb, but I enjoyed it. So what's up? What's up with your?
I just wanted to hear your thoughts on it, how it ended. This
It
season.
felt like a series finale.
Mm.
It felt like
Yeah.
it's done.
Yeah, I could see it being done there, honestly.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I heard season 4 is written already.
That's what he said.
So, yeah.
That's what he said. So that would be nice. So yeah, does season 4 go back into Mando and Grogu bounty hunting? Then that's fine.
Yeah.
I've heard so I listened to some Groot Guardians of Toshina. Yeah, he does.
Never mind.
That's hilarious. I like that. That's awesome, Amy.
You're drinking your rays away.
It wasn't what I was expected.
Yeah.
It wasn't what I was expected. Lizzo and Jack Black were entertaining, but
interesting,
didn't
yeah.
fit.
Yeah, right.
They were entertaining, but they didn't fit.
And I read up on it and said
Uh-huh.
it was like it was one of those things that the can't think of the writer's name right now. He heard from his kids that they were big fans and they were posting a lot about it. And so it was kind of like a favor, like, hey, you love the show so much,
Now it's
be
kind
in
of
an
like that, I
episode.
think.
Well, and so Christopher Lloyd didn't do bad in the role that they gave him,
Mm-hmm.
but I would have rather seen him as like a grizzled old Mandalorian. Like they should have found him on the planet. He
yeah.
should have been like, "Ah," or like
Yeah, right.
even make him like Bo-Katan's dad or something. That
Interesting,
could have
yeah.
been fun. So
Yeah.
I mean, he was okay with what they did with him,
Yeah.
but it could have been a lot better.
Were you surprised at how Moff Gideon went out?
I'm thinking he's a clone. So
You think so?
am I
Okay.
surprised? I think he
Okay.
was maybe the first.
Because
of
it
the
was
clones.
kind of like
kinda like
oh,
nothing.
he's back, and it's like,
and then he's gone.
oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I could see that.
I'm telling myself he's a clone because I think that makes it better. That means he's out there
Yeah.
still. But yeah.
But I mean,
it's
he was
kinda-
really hurt with all the other clones being destroyed.
He was.
Job in a company up
He
on
was.
306, I didn't
Who
even
knows?
exist.
We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see. They better do a good job
Yeah.
with Thrawn. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
And the Ahsoka series.
That
Mhm.
makes machines that you
Because it's so weird. So I like all the Star Wars stuff, but there's huge flaws in it. There's
Mhm.
huge flaws that shouldn't be there.
I think for one thing though, the story is so big. The world is so big, and they've
Yeah.
done so many.
They have. Well, I know, like with Kenobi, a lot of people's biggest complaint is that Kenobi sneaks out of the base with her under his trench coat.
Oh yeah,
And yes, I agree that that's stupid.
Yeah.
But you could have, with a little bit of stage direction, you could have
Mhm.
fixed that whole scene. Because what do we see in Episode 4, New Hope? We see him cloud the minds of stormtroopers. These are not the
Oh,
droids
right.
you're looking for.
Mhm.
So if you just had
Right.
Ewan McGregor going, "You're seeing nothing. You're seeing nothing."
Yeah.
You fix that scene.
Yeah, it's
and
like-
then it makes sense that Reva would be maybe the only one that would see through it. Like,
Right.
oh no, I got
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dark
yeah.
side. Like you've got a girl under your coat.
Right.
So they're like this close.
yeah.
They just keep
Walk
making it.
around the building like this,
I may have opinions on Star Wars in
hit
case you
the
didn't
door
know.
and leave again. Never even punched it.
Yeah, season 1 and 2 were incredible. Well, and ending with Luke. So I do watch some conspiracy theory podcasts,
Mhm.
and there is supposedly the execs at Lucasfilm don't want Luke being used for whatever reason. Like they want to focus on their characters. They don't want to use their moneymaker for whatever reason.
Is that why you think they got away from the whole?
That's the
Grogu
conspiracy
being a
theory.
Jedi?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What you need, buddy?
Got a beer in there?
Yeah, let's get you a beer. Do you? So we got 2 Straubs left, and I've got a Kirkland IPA, which is actually pretty good, and a Guinness.
We'll do a Straub.
Okay. Would you like a glass? I forgot to offer glasses to anyone else.
I'm a man.
I mean, it's in glass.
Sharkskin suit, tie, vest.
Straub beer. If you see it at your local store, go ahead and grab it.
He worked in the
Bartender Izzo, that is me. This is my drink, the new fashion.
Oh.
So it's
I was gonna say, was it absinthe or something?
it's
The Green Ferry area?
it's bitters, bourbon, and blue curacao. I like it. I don't know if anyone else was. I'll make you one if you want.
No, I should slow down.
I know, same here.
Thought you had like an Incredible Hulk in there or something.
You don't want to see me angry.
Incredible Hulks.
Yeah, I thought he was.
Stories.
I thought like it was a high school party.
My Hulk juice. It's my gamma radiation bourbon. I use the redemption in my.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
But I was still there.
Yeah.
So they did when I was in Hollywood Studios. I believe Mando and Grogu were out, so they finally got smart and are putting some of the characters out. But I didn't make it over there too. I was too busy saving snow leopards at Nomad's Lounge to go see Mando. Unfortunately, wait, no, that's Animal Kingdom. What was I doing on Hollywood Studios Day?
About 40,000
Had a beer at Tap House, Star Tours, Muppets.
You're putting a dent in it for sure.
Yeah.
And then I went to Epcot for a while. I don't know, but I missed it. But they're trying to get some of those characters.
No
out.
pressure. I felt pressured.
That came out of that, but
Your,
it still was, if you were smart. And,
your
but see, the
camera's
problem
wider than you
was
think.
A lot of them guys,
Really?
this Pat, man,
What's
he
it
was-
showing? Am I
Yeah,
showing people I don't mean to
cruelty
show?
and all this stuff that he would get. But he wouldn't get it.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right.
Yeah. I feared I had cheeks hanging out.
Bourbons at Walt Disney World. I actually did not. I should have. I kept ending up with specialty drinks. Did the snow leopards. I did the no. I never made it to Tower Terrace, sadly enough. It
Merch
was
shopping
too
here?
much
Yeah.
too much hanging with the Carney crew to get to some of the rides.
3-string bass.
I did, but it was something common. I did something at the American Gardens.
You never need
I did. I think maybe a Woodford Reserve.
Yeah, who uses that thing?
I live without a G-string.
Hey, that's a work in progress. Leave me alone. So no, nothing fancy, unfortunately.
It is. So this whole thing.
I should have found something. Yeah, I think you even had some recommendations for me.
Delambing, huh?
What's delambing? So my plan.
The rosewood.
Is it really? How dare it?
Okay, so let's say that
So my plan with that is I wanted to like glue down my stickers.
Oh, you took the frets out of it?
2 owners ago took out the frets. So I bought that from. You're never gonna believe this. I bought that from Josh Davis for 20. No, I bought it from Andy Peterson for $20. Who had bought it from Josh Davis for probably $20. And I think Josh is the one that took
Trying to
the.
make a fretless base.
Yep. That's what I played for a while too.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Yeah, that I want to glue all the stickers down, add a couple stickers. Definitely need a Mad Cow Medic sticker. Would love an Out of Plum sticker if you have it.
Still got 'em.
Oh, sweet. I need an Out of Plum sticker. And then I want to put like a layer of epoxy or at least varnish over it so everything's kind of protected. Then replace the electrics and put new strings on it. But apparently I need to glue down the fingerboard. Yeah, apparently I need to glue down the fingerboard. Glad you noticed
Hope you
that.
have clamps.
Might have a clamp or two. They're holding something up. They're keeping something from falling down.
Dust.
No, Tower Terror I didn't get to do. That would have been fun. I should have done that.
What's in here? Guitar?
I don't think there's anything in there right now. I think my red guitar is at home.
Oh. So it's got a sniper rifle.
I should do that. That's funny.
Night missions.
Yeah.
Hey, we're at 99 minutes. I don't know if this is entertaining, but I'm gonna go ahead and get going. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this nonsense, tell all your friends. So some of the goals coming up. Oh, Devin's gonna come say hi. Oh, yep. Sweet. Izzo ears.
1, 2, 3, ready?
So the next subscriber goal, like I said, go ahead and tell your friends and family. We're shooting for 250, and it's a race. If I finish this showroom before you get me to 250 subs, I win. If you get to 250 subs and I don't have this showroom finished, then I owe 25 of you some merch. So we'll have a little bit of a race there. We'll keep track weekly how we do on the May schedule.
I like this.
We'll do some bourbon reviews. I'll try to get that cello going. I promised Lynette some cello. I'll make sure some cello happens.
That's good.
Try to get into some fancy projects if there's any spare time. But thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. I don't know why you watch, but I love you for it.
That's what he's
And
doing.
we'll see you next time on
Monopoly,
Izzo's Place.
he sold it, or he traded it.